Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for yet another match of Super Rugby Pacific. This one, Moana Pasifika versus the Waratahs. We know it's going to be physical. We know it should be an exciting matchup. Definitely now that we have seen the Waratahs defeat the Crusaders last week, they will be buzzing for this opportunity here. But the Moana Pasifika side, the last time that they played at Mount Smart Stadium, they were able to get themselves that golden point win, and that was up against the Hurricanes. So I'm excited see which way this one goes. Looking through at the sides for this matchup, Moana Pasifika, it will be Abraham Paul, Ray Nuia, and Sakopi Kepu as the front row. Then Polanaiti and Samuel Slade slotting in as the 4-5. Michael Curry, Solomoni Funaki, and then Henry Stowers there at number 8. I'm going to move a light while I can so that it does. It's got that weird thing every once in a while. It either decides it's too bright or not bright enough. Tara Inuri slots in at number 9. Christian Leliafano, Henry Teifu. Then Levi Amua there at number 13. Tamothi Tavatavanawai going to be there on the left wing. I hope he scores today because I've hyped him up many, many times in the past few weeks. Hopefully this one will be his big opportunity. Now Tima Whaina Nuku will be out on the right wing. And then Danny Tawala slotting in at fullback for Moana Pasifika. Now the Waratahs in this matchup. Angus Bell, Dave Parecki, and Archer Holes as the front row there. Jed Holloway and Jeff Cridge slotting in as the locks, and then Will Harris at number 6, Charlie Gamble at number 7. So no Michael Hooper for this matchup, and then it is Warren Viziatho slotting in at number 8. Then the back line, Jake Gordon, going to be there at number 9. Tane Edmonds at 10. Then Lalakai Fugeti, Isaiah Perezi, then Dylan Peach out on one wing, Mark Nawa Juanita Wasi out on the other, and then it will be Alex Newsom slotting in at number 15. For this matchup, we have got hey, y'all, says Gary Dixon. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're excited for once again. We keep on getting ourselves into these situations. We've got another rugby gauntlet just around the corner. We've got these 3 matches of Super Rugby Pacific, then 2 games of the Champions Cup. My voice is going to be gone by the end of it. Waratahs 26 and 19 Moana. And there says Face Atara, and also got the task by 10. But it'd be nice if Moana Pacifica could get a win. And there says Novmum there as well. But currently 19 degrees at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. Quite a nice day overall, I'd say. We've got the fire lit here. It's not so nice in the South Island at this current point in time, but currently now, this game about to get underway. The Waratahs, they will be wearing the white for this contest, whereas Moana Pasifika, they will be in their home kit wearing the blue, and they will be rearing to go for a big opportunity here to try and take down a side that were just able to beat the Crusaders, which is something not many sides can say, although this season, a little bit more common than past seasons, as we have already seen the Blues be able to do so. And now the Waratahs also able to add their name there. But Charlie Gamble currently, he has been he's been in some credible form, which is why he's still in the starting lineup. 82 post-contact meters they have just thrown, which is crazy. My tongue's getting in the way of all of my words there. I noticed that every word, the tongue was just trying to get involved. I think it's just getting too excited for this matchup. If that is a thing, an excited tongue. We have got, what about Blues game 71-28? It was a very impressive one for that matchup. And the Tars away kit looks like the old man's shirt, lol. And there's his mum. It's just classic white, isn't it? At this stage for the Waratahs. And the Edinburgh Wasps game, it's on at 5:30 a.m. my time. It's going to try and make that one so much rugby. There's Katie Dixon. And yeah, it's a shame no Challenge Cup games are being shown here in New Zealand. And I don't know what we've done to deserve, to be cut out of the Challenge Cup. I think they showed a majority of the games last year. They showed the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, the finals, and the games that didn't overlap with the Champions Cup. This year, they've just gone, no Challenge Cup for use, which is a shame because I quite like the Challenge Cup. There's some good sides, and because I've been following the Premiership Top 14 URC, I know all the sides that are playing in it, and I can't watch it, which is sad. Angus Gardner, he's going to be slotting in as the referee. Paul Williams, Michael Winter, and then a Richard Kelly there as well. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if they've updated it to say that we can watch the Challenge Cup 7 hours time, and the answer is no. Nope, we cannot. Hopefully we can watch the semi-final and the final, though, here in New Zealand, or else I will be quite sad. Now getting ready to go for this match. Noah Kwanetawasi, he's looking into the sun here. But Dylan Petch, he will be another winger to watch out for. But this game now kicking off. Will be Tane Edmonds getting us underway for this game between the Waratahs and Moana Pasifika. Straight into the sun. It was a little bit of a loose one, and it bounces onto the side of the Waratahs after handling error early on from Moana Pasifika. Dave Parecki through the hands of Ed Mid. It's a knock-on from Tima Whainaunuku, and they will be going back for the initial scrum. So a little bit shaky from both sides early on. Ball not really sticking to their hands. And you'd have to say it's not due to conditions that players are dropping that ball, because it is pretty much perfect for them to be able to play. And the Sun on the far side, the only player who probably has an excuse is Timothy Tawatawanawai and also Mark Nawakwanerawasi for the early stages. That's going to be a fun one to say when one of them tackles each other. Currently, the back weight 932 kgs for Moana Pasifika in this game compared to the Waratahs 895. So an extra 40 kgs of mass for Moana Pasifika. They'll be using every inch of it in this scrum, and they actually have the scrum feed here. It was a quick advantage initially for their knock-on. Now it's going to be available. Iritara Inari now fires it back into the pocket to Crisella Leofano. Currently has got quite a cut above one of his eyes. Geez, that's close to Dylan Peach going into touch. But he has done brilliantly. Keep himself in the field of play. And Alex Newsom now looking for the touchline, and he does find it. The good touch finder now 45 metres out. And it will be Moana Pasifika who have got the line out throw. But do let me know in the chat who you think will be scoring the first try of this game, the exact player. Who does everyone think? I'm going to go with, the Waratahs have stolen that one, and there's a random player who's just been thrown. I think that was Vaikoso Pulanaiti, and he's a little bit slow getting up at this stage after that line out. So I will go with, I'm going to say the Waratahs' Dylan Peach does end up scoring it first. And if it's not him, then it is going to be Tima Whainaunuku. I'm liking that wing at this stage. It's in the shade, so it's a better chance of catching the ball. And also the Waratahs, CSEX there as well. Currently now Jake Gordon just waiting for this ball. At the back, passes it off into the hands of Warren Viziatho, who is playing at number 8 for this game. Will Harris actually getting a big opportunity at 6, normally slotting in at 8 for this season. But now Gordon puts the ball up high. Jason Hart, it will be Dylan Peach. It's an awkward swirling one. Tima Whainaunuku has put the ball down, and now it's a counter-attack from Jake Gordon, who saw a gap and wasn't quite able to go straight through it. Now trying to get that one. Levi Amua almost gives away the penalty, and the breakdown. Edmed now passes it off. I believe that was Alex Newsom actually joining up with the line. That's going to be the counter rope, but they're going, no, it's not going back for the initial penalty. It is a new penalty to the Waratahs. The moment on the far side, you'd be looking straight into the sun. I hope everyone brought their sunglasses, or else you probably can't even see anything at this stage of Mount Smart Stadium. It is an afternoon game, so maybe by the second half we might get to see the sun go down. We've still got another game taking place here in New Zealand a little bit later on today, and that will be the matchup taking place between the Chiefs and the Brumbies. That is a massive contest, and it should be a very entertaining one. But Jake Gordon, he has found some very good form in this recent season. It just always seems to be able to see the gaps. And you'd have to argue the Waratahs, if you looked at them last year and you looked at them this year, you wouldn't think it was the same side, but they've just found that newfound form, I guess you could say. And they just seem like they want it that much more this year. And that's going to be a good little bit of a drive down the wing from Dave Parecki off the scrum, or off the line out maul it was. That one's gone into touch, and now 5 metres out. Moana Pasifika will have the line out. Which has been a little bit of a shakier position and, I guess, set piece for the Moana Pasifika side. Ray Nui about to throw this one in. The Manawatu representative saying that there's a little bit of a gap being closed. Step off, please, is a comment from Angus Garner, and go Moana go. Says Reed Nichols there as well. Currently, Moana Pasifika, they will be up against it here in this game, up against the Waratahs. But the thing with the Waratahs is they beat the Crusaders last week. They do not want to lose this game up against Moana Pasifika. They want to keep that momentum rolling, because that could be the difference between them getting a home final in the later stages, or maybe an away game. That's a good kick downfield from William Havili, who is not initially going to be in the starting lineup. It was Danny Tawala, so they've had to make a late change there. By the looks of it. Also, greetings from Malaysia. A hot 32 degrees Celsius, feels like 36, humidity 70, and windy. And there's his MH choice. So that sounds not that pleasant overall. I'll be honest, 32 degrees might be a little bit warm. I'd probably take about halfway in between the temperature you've got and the temperature we've got. You get around mid-20s, somewhere around there. Wouldn't be too bad. Maybe minus the wind as well. But I hope you are doing well, mate. Hope you are excited for all the rugby that we have got on. Angus Bell. There's a good tackle on him by Ray Nui, now pop up. to Charlie Gamble trying to go straight through. And those post-contact meters, once again, he got himself an extra 3 or so. It's going to be now a penalty to Moana Pasifika. Brilliantly done in the breakdown, I believe. Straight over the ball. It's Timothy Tavatavanawai. What was he doing in the breakdown? Winning the ball. What he was doing. And also we have got there Sunday Super Rugby Hurricanes tomorrow. Yes, it is indeed Hurricanes taking on the Fijian Drua for their afternoon game. And let's go Pacifica. Says it was Justin Harris, but now William Havili will be kicking this one for the touchline. 5.5 minutes through this contest. And like I mentioned, it's the first of many Super Rugby games. They have called it the Super Saturday. That's a big kick downfield from William Havili. In fact, it's a brilliant kick in the process. But Timothy Tavatavanawai, as soon as Charlie Gamble went to ground, he was straight on the ball, and he was going to be very tough to shift the way that he kept his legs extremely wide. He had a great base. Now Rainuia has got the line out 40 metres out from the WARATAHS line. Waiting for this one, taking his time. Rainuia trying to line this one up. Still waiting now. He throws it in. It's going to be taken nicely by Samuel Slade. Now NRE pops it up to Levi Amua, the Tasman representative. Quite a few Tasman players scattered throughout the Australian sides in this competition as well. We're doing my ancestry family tree. It turns out I have a cousin in the Gold Coast. I wonder if he likes rugby, says Katie Dixon. Are you related to that English referee? Out of any curiosity there, or is it? So I guess so the ancestry one, is that the one that you send away your DNA and they like do that joining up thing? Or is it like kind of a homemade family tree? Do let me know. Jay Gordon now going off to the hands of Angus Bell, only sitting 10 metres up from the line. I clicked on the odds, currently 44% each way for the win, says Justin. And also we've got that tomorrow's game should be a challenge for the draw on New Zealand soil as first timers, says Sammy Souza. Although that's the thing, sometimes the drawer, like, they just love a challenge. And this will be a big challenge up against the Hurricanes. Although Hurricanes missing Geordie Barrett, I think, will be one of those keys in the back line. And also Noati Savia in the 4-pack. So you'd have to argue the Fijian draw, if they start this match well, perhaps they can put them under pressure early on for the Hurricanes. But I'm looking forward to that game. That's going to be an awesome one. Wish I was related to an English referee. Yes, it's ancestry.com. And it says Katie Dixon now. It's going to be Christian Leofano. Nice inside ball to Samuel Slade. And it just opens up a bit of an opportunity for the Waratahs to be back on their own 22. Now Moana Pasifika continue to build phase after phase. Eritara Inari goes off into the hands of William Havili. Tackled by, I believe it was Isaiah Parisi. Now Rainuia drops the head. Tackled now by his opposite number in this game, Archer Holmes. No Harry Johnson Holmes for this matchup. They have got penalty advantage currently for the Waratahs. Nice step from Christian Leofano. Offload on the inside to Eritara Inari. It goes down though. Fakiri cleans up, but they will be going back for the initial penalty. Right, this would be an easy 3 if they want it. But do they want it? That is the big question. Not rolling away penalty against Archer Holes there. Plenty of pressure from Moana Pasifika in the early stages up against the Waratahs. Right, Levi Amua has the ball in his hands, which makes me think that they might consider going for something other than the shot. No, he does call for the shot in the end. I think with the way that they are sitting straight out in front of the sticks, it would be wrong to not take on the 3, unfortunately. Even though I know there's probably about 5 of those players for Moana Pasifika, if not more, who would absolutely love to take a quick tap and just run it. But they do have to take the 3 here, strategic, and they will be able to get themselves the first points on the board. I would think it's straight out in front and draw, get their set pieces such as lineouts and execution right. Then it will be a very interesting afternoon tomorrow, especially when the Canes are still formidable, even if they're missing players. That's Sammy Souza exactly right. And it is just that line out, isn't it, for them currently, that just doesn't quite work for the Fijian draw. As soon as you get that right, I know that they've made a change, haven't they? I think it's going to be Surreal Tokiotama who is starting this match rather than who was it starting last time? I think it was Ikanaveri. So as long as they do get that relatively right, like it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not asking for 100%, but 80% somewhere around there. Because I think last game they had about 6 or so that went wrong. And it just cost you the ball a lot of the time. But that's 10 minutes through. Christian Leofano was able to get that kick over. And now the score is 3-0 in favour of the home side, Moana Pasifika. Kicked off by Tane Emma, taken nicely by Timothy Tavatavanawai. Offload up to Stowers. And now he is showing off his post-contact meters up against Charlie Gamble there. Now Samuel Slade, short ball to the hands of Sakopi Kepu, the captain who is back from his injury, as he was out for a little while. I think it was about 3 weeks with some sort of shoulder/arm injury. Now, Tane Edma kicks it in behind. Christian Laliafano takes it nicely inside of the 22, and William Havili will have plenty of angle. Try and kick this one into touch, and it's a brilliant kick. Tell you what, his clearances at the moment have been very impeccable, you'd have to argue, for William Havili currently. He's only played 7 matches in 2022 and 7 for his career, so this is his debut season of Super Rugby, and I don't think it will be his last, as he has been looking very impressive in the time that he has been playing. Go on to the back, to the hands of Jeff Cridge, and now the Waratahs starting to set themselves with their rolling maul, moving almost up to the halfway line, going short side. That's not Dave, that's Jake Gordon, did end up going down. I was looking at Dave Parecki. I thought he might have been keen to go off the back. Now it is passed up from Jed Holloway. Trying to get a couple extra meters, and when you need a couple extra meters, the one man you give it to is the mustache man himself, Charlie Gamble. They've been told to use it once. And also, we have got their scoreboard not updated. Are they sleeping again? There we go. Okay, it's slightly off for the time, I think. Oh, no, it's going back. Okay, we're good for that one. The scoreboard, it sometimes is a bit asleep. For some reason, it just doesn't really like me, I don't think. But currently now, there's going to be a penalty against the Waratahs, I believe it was. Yes, it was. And now, Moana Pasifika, they will be kicking this one into touch, and in the form of William Havili. Oh, he's gone right for the corner. It's a great kick. And at the moment, there is a child having a bit of a dance. He's realised he's on the screen. He gives the wave, and now, oh, he is dancing again. He could have easily decided that he didn't want to dance anymore. And also back to this game, hopefully no streakers, since others have been seem to be the worst offenders, having a little too much fun after what happened last night. Says Sammy says that also we have got there, but see, the Broncos got up, and there it says it was Robert. I hadn't seen that result, but I hope you are doing well, Robert. I saw that the Eels beat the Panthers, which was a big upset for earlier in the weekend. Now it is going back across. Eritara Enari only sitting 5 meters out currently from the line. And now Enari rushed the fence from Isaiah Perezi, and he's timed that to perfection, they have said. Rainuia now got to attack and run. And Moana Pasifika just trying to find that gap that will give them the opportunity to go over for their first try of the match. Although straight on the ball for the Waratahs. This is looking good. It's a penalty to the Waratahs, and Angus Bell gets over the ball and wins the penalty for his side. Updating the cards, I just isn't in the budget this year for flash score. Says Katie Dixon there, and also I'm good. Yeah, it was a good game. The full match replays on YouTube. Is it on the official NRL YouTube channel, or is it on someone's like YouTube channel who has updated it kind of alongside it? Because I know that I have a KO account that I can use. That's not the best kick from Tony, but it does find touch, which was the important part. Currently now 22 meters out. They will have to line out, and Dave Parecki will need to make sure that this one goes straight. But it was a good run initially from Waikoso Pulanaiti, but then straight over the ball. And he was going to be a hard man to shift to Angus Bell when he does get himself set. Oh, so we have got there. Wait, what is the actual points? And there says Richard. So currently we are sitting 3-0 in this one. And that is how we are sitting currently. But Moana Pasifika about to change that by the looks of it, because they are only sitting another 10 meters out from the line. Rio Gamers here. Once again, hope you are doing well, mate. And I hope you are excited. Which game of today? I said which in a very weird way, didn't I? Why? Now cutting on the inside. Only a couple of meters short. Yeah, which game are you looking forward to the most? Do let me know. It's a juggle there from Abraham Paul. He goes over. And it's the try for Moana Pasifika. And that will be Abraham Paul, who was able to go in and get it. Nicely done. And Amanda Esino as well. Welcome and hope you are doing well. We'll quickly update our scoreboard, but they've been looking good throughout the early stages of this match, Moana Pasifika. And it is the last thing the Waratahs wanted in the early stages of this game, is to be 8-0 down with a possible 10-0 down. Rain Nuia, man, he was close to dropping that ball, but he somehow kept it in the fingertips, held on to it. And also we have got the yes try time Moana. I knew this forward pack would be stacked. And then how are you, says Amanda. I'm doing very well, thank you. It's an exciting time at the moment. We've got 3 games of Super Rugby back to back to back, and then we're doing some Champions Cup, which is happening in Ireland, I think both games are going to be taking place, which is pretty awesome to see. And also we have got their try, says Katie, and also we have got, yes, try time Moana. And let's go, Moana, says Rio Gamer. So we'll be very happy with that one, I would think. Abraham Paul, the ex-Crusader, does go in. Does end up scoring the first try of the match. They've just said Abraham Paul is 20 years old. He's 2 years younger than myself. And he's already scored a try for Moana Pasifika. Christian Leleofano, it's unfortunate for him because he's got the cut above the left eye, but it kind of looks like he's painted on an eyebrow on that side. But it is just a bit of protective tape for that side. It's like a dark kind of black eyebrow that they have taped on for him, but that one's gone over, and it is going to make the score 10-0 now for Moana Pasifika and Leicester versus Leinster. I'm probably at the gash, says Kenny Dixon there. And also we have got their try. Who's the next game? Says Robert. So the next game, it is going to be taking place between the Brumbies and the Chiefs. So that's going to be an awesome one. And also, what up? Says Amanda. Yeah, currently I am in high hopes for 5 live streams. Hopefully my voice lasts for all of them, but we are going to be doing back-to-back matches, which is going to be pretty awesome. And also we have got their try Moana. And there's Sebastian. I hope you are doing well, mate. What time is it in Romania? I know you probably get sick of me asking that, but I suck at time zones, as you probably have worked out. Is it like early morning? Like 6 a.m.? Somewhere around there? And this is a tough game because the Waratahs beat the Crusaders and we haven't. Says Richard there as well. That's going to be a penalty against Ema Whaiananuku for losing his footing. And that will be now from about 30 metres out, or 50 metres out, in fact. Tane Emma looks like he's going to be kicking this one for touch. Moana Pasifika doing all right after that blunder, but McClutchy last week, or by McClutchy last week. Here's Sammy Sizer. It's a good kick from Tane Edmund. I always lean. And also we have got their 5, I'm guessing. And there says Robert as well. And also it's 7 to 8 in the morning. Okay. I was only about an hour off. That's actually decent. Right. Waratahs have not won on New Zealand soil since 18th of April 2015. That's a long time. It's Vampire o'clock in Romania. So here's Katie Dixon. And now Charlie Gamble going to be passing it back across to Levi Moore. Jake Gordon, short pop pass up into the hands of Angus Bell with a good run forward. Currently hanging on to it. It's a penalty to Moana Pasifika. Solomone Funaki gets over it and does end up getting that penalty. Or was that Abraham Pauly again? No, it wasn't. It was Solomone Funaki was able to get over the ball. And also Lokedi says that Robert there as well. But currently, anytime we go to a breakdown, Moana Pasifika are doing extremely well to be able to keep that ball on their side. It's another very good kick. That's the thing as well. William Arvelli's kicks have been picture perfect so far, and that gives you an extra 15 to maybe even 30 metres further down the park than you normally would have been. So Kopi Kepi was very happy with the efforts of Solomone Funaki, though. Does play for Hawke's Bay in the Bunnings NPC, which is coming back in only a few months' time, I believe it is. I'm going to quickly scroll down. It's coming back in 90 days' time, so 3 months. And also, I hope you're all well. Legends, big love. Says Sebastian there as well. I've got a bit of hay fever at the moment, but luckily it's not too bad for myself, which is very ideal for the early stages. It's not as bad as last week where I was just sneezing flat out. Well, you're 2 hours ahead of us. Says Robert there, and also big love all. Says Katie Dixon there. And also, speaking of Romania, good to see them back in the World Cup after that Spanish blunder with the ineligible player in Portugal and the repechage qualifiers instead. Says Sammy Souza, and yeah, Romania, they will be taking it every day of the week, as they are now going to be able to make their way into, I think it's the group with South Africa, Ireland, Scotland, and someone else. Tonga, I think it is, isn't it? That group. So it's going to be a tough one, but I'm happy to see Romania there. And I feel like those random hour of the night games that are happening in France, I can guarantee you we're going to have one person there for them. And his name might involve Sepp. And also go Moana Pasifika, says Amanda. And also we have got the hi Kiwi lads, just woke up. Hi Katie Dixon and Robert. Says Brandon there as well. Welcome in, Brandon. Hope you are doing well, mate. I want a clip-on tie with little Romanian flags all over it, says Katie Dixon. I mean, that can probably be arranged. I feel like they probably do exist somewhere. What was I going to get? Oh, I was going to get a little cuff link with a Kiwi Lads logo on it. And I messaged the company and they never replied, which was nice. And they were like a well-known company. I was like, hang on. Like they had like this section for inquiries and I asked about it and they just never replied. Round the side, Henry Time Stowers, I should say. His name always messes with me because I say Henry. Team me. But it doesn't quite work out. Moana Pasifika still 5 meters out. Solomoni Funaki getting dragged down now off to teammate Stowers. It works better when you don't say the first name alongside of my uncle is in Wellington. And there says Amanda. And also we got a little brother. And also, but the Dan Cufflin clowns. I didn't write you back. Those mini poo heads, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. I was trying to organise it for the final like 2 weeks prior, and they never did. I want one too, Katie. Haven't seen one yet. See, it's Sebastian brilliant run. Levi Moore goes in over the line, and Moana Pasifika score again. And it's none other than, I think it might have actually been Sakopi Kepu, the way they're celebrating that one. Was it him? No, it was Levi Moore. It was my first initial guess for that one. But we'll go like this, and we will go like this. And Levi Moore now adds his name to the try scorers list. Nicely done. This is going to be a tough game for the Waratahs by the looks of it. I know that they were actually almost favourites going into this contest after they went up against the Crusaders, but now seems like Moana Pasifika, they are running rampage currently at Mount Smart Stadium, front of their home crowd, and Latero Tole, he was fired up on the bench, and also 28-14 Pacifica get a win, and as Justin also we've got there, we got to dress up like vampires at the rugby game with our clip-on Romania flag ties. And there says Katie Dixon and Moana Pasifika on fire. They certainly are, and I think Moana Pasifika will win. And there says Amanda. And like they're saying, no one was predicting this score 15 minutes into the game, or 21 minutes into the game, sorry, and it is 15-0. The rise of South American teams below Argentina and Europe, teams beneath the Six Nations is why I wish the Rugby World Cup expanded to 24 or 28 teams. Says Sammy Souza, I'm with you there, because I would love to see some more, I guess, sides that we hardly get to see. And even if they really wanted to just, how about 32 teams, get a bit more and go for like a round of 16 alongside it, and then the quarterfinals, similar to what we see for the FIFA World Cup. Like, I think I just want an excuse to watch more rugby, to be honest, like just have more games involved. And also we have got there, what do you do on May the 4th? And there says Brandon, also go Moana, says Tesla, and also we have got there, imagine how many South Africans will piss off, says Sebastian there. And also classic Waratahs beat Crusaders, then gets smoked off the park against Moana, says Kai Broom. I guess question, Sebastian, that was a full pass. Do you have any intentions of going to Romania's games in France now that they are going to be playing, or any of the games in France? Or do you think you will end up watching them from the comfort of your own, I was going to say your own castle, but I decided I better not, your own house? Who was it who asked you if you only shower 3 months a day? Was that coding? Or, sorry, that was the wrong sentence. Only once every 3 months, wasn't it? At least we turned them all into vampires for laughing at us. And also we have got there, I don't think they'd go to piss off, says Brandon. And also we have got the Rio Gamer has got a few emojis there. Very happy with the way Moana Pasifika are going in the early stages. Now 17-0. Like they're saying, stay patient, keep hold of the possession is going to be the key to success. Believe it or not, I didn't watch any single moment of Star Wars, anything on Star Wars Day. I was too busy watching cricket. And there, and also we have got there, come on, Maui, Moana, you can do a fun thing. And the question for Moana Pasifika is that they can actually be consistent with that lead, or if they can actually be consistent with that lead. Yeah, it's going to be, I guess, the Waratahs are going to come back at some stage is the big thing. And it's whether or not Moana Pasifika can handle that pressure for the time while they are coming back to then go back and then get themselves some points. Depends on how my schedule will turn out with work and everything. Can't say for now, but I'd love to see Sebastian. And we could have sideline commentator Seb. Sideline Seb. Sideline, we need another S in there. We need 3 S's. Sideline speaker Seb. Doesn't quite have a ring, does it? That's a big hit on Nawakwanenawasi. Backline movement now for the Waratahs. Dylan Peach going down the wing, only 5 meters out for the line. And I mentioned about a Waratahs comeback. This could be the start of it. Having to offload the ball back out the back. And now Will Harris running forward. He actually started the season like a house on fire. He got himself about 4 tries in 4 games. since then has been yet to score another one. Jake Gordon off to Bell. Dane Edmund flat bars off to Lalakai Fogeti. They've still got the advantage here for the Waratahs as well. 25 minutes into this game. Jake Gordon slinging it wide to the left-hand side. Newsom, the fullback in the line. Been dragged down nicely. Dylan Petch receives the offload. Still 10 metres out. And also, we have got there, by the way, what did I miss on Discord yesterday? Did we get infiltrated again? We did a little bit for that one. There was someone who was getting a bit angry, I guess you could say, for that one. And also, we have got that sports annoying. And then says, and also in the first half, or if it's the first half, Tars might just come back at any moment unless Moana shuts them out. And I remember at last year's game, 64-48, like last night, says Ben, and also Tars come back in the 60th, says Justin. Yeah, there is going to be some sort of comeback, I would think. Currently now 26 minutes in, and it looks like scrum is called by the Waratahs, and also it could be a big scoring game. Says Justin, yeah, it's looking pretty good at the early stages of this one. I mean, that Blues versus Rebels game was insane. 99 points scored throughout those two sides, which is something we weren't really expecting for that matchup. But this was a big shot on it was Nawa Kwanetawasi, and it was actually by Levi Amua, the try scorer. Was able to have the big hit. Okay. So they have just said that Sam Slade was the one who was called as offside, and he was actually the fourth furthest away from the ruck for that one. And also, not everyone can tolerate his enthusiasm. Yes, Sammy Sosa now it is going to be rolling forward. They've got the advantage once again for the Waratahs. Now Jake Gordon goes back to Tane Edmund. Offload up to Warren Viziatho has put the ball down. And now Moana Pasifika trying to get this one back and should have bought tickets to the next game. And there says Rio Gamer, is that the one between the Chiefs and the Brumbies? There might still be time. Maybe. Don't know. Do they still have the tickets on sale for that matchup? Is it like a walk-in one? Because if there is a chance to go, I can guarantee you that match is going to be a good one from FMG Stadium. And also we have got their Blues versus Real game was awesome. And the Rebels game was awesome, sorry. And also we have got their come at Moana Pasifika. I want Joe to say something, and also we have got there. Can you come to the live stream at 9 p.m. Just in 5 minutes? Says Brandon there, and also we have got there. Don't get me started, Samu. And there says Obi, that one. But currently now it is going to be the scrum feed in favour of the Waratahs once again. 10 metres out from the line, so this is a nicely set back line. I'm looking at the way that they have got their players scattered. I think it's going wide Noah Kwanetawasi's wing on the top side. And they will go Warren Viziatho off the back. That is the prediction. It's probably going to be completely wrong. They'll probably go down to the left, actually. It looks quite nicely set up down there. And this ball is now, no, he's going up the top side. Jake Gordon, flat pass off to Isaiah Perezi. He goes straight through, and the defense was very questionable there. And Isaiah Perezi does make his way straight through that gap. There we go. The Waratahs back in the game now. We will go like this. Waratahs try scorers, and it is going to be Peresi, who was able to score it in the 28th minute of the game, has been able to get himself the first try. But one moment, ladies and gentlemen, we will go like this. And we will go like this. One moment. There we go. Hay fever is dealt with. Just headbutted the wall a few times. Now we're good. And also we have whether you want coffee or hot chocolate, says Brandon. I mean, the steam would probably be good for hay fever, I would think. And also we have that commentators don't mean it. Or don't do a mean comeback, Super Rugby call time. Or call try time. And there says Mark. And also we have got the, yeah, they do. But I live in Kawarau. I won't make it. And no one else wanted to go, says Rio Gamer in there. When's the next Chiefs home game? Have you got anyone lined up for your next Chiefs game? Perhaps would be a good one to go to. Because that's the thing. The Chiefs, if they can get in that top four, you could have a home quarter final to go to. And, yeah, that's going to be a good one. Hopefully, we do get to see. It could be Chiefs versus Highland. No, maybe not. Chiefs versus probably Waratahs might end up somewhere around there, perhaps. And also we have got there, of course, Jason Brumbies will be a ripper. There's Sammy Souza there. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome matchup. And also we have got there, it seems like Moana Pasifika will be in the quarterfinals. There's Aman there, although they will have to keep on winning from here on out. They will have to beat the Fiji and Rua, which will be a big matchup. Jake Gordon points the offload up. The Lalakai Whaketi currently sitting on the halfway line here for Moana Pasifika. They have to try and defend and make sure that they don't allow them to make their way straight through. Tane Edmund wide. Cut out pass out to Noah Kwanenawasi. Nice ball on the inside. Jay Harris goes back to Noah Kwanenawasi. He goes into touch. That's a hard name to say fast, isn't it? It has gone out. That's the thing. If Noah Kwanenawasi was linking up with Warren Viziathor, I think I would just have to have a quick wee cry to myself. And also, can you read my messages? And John Dykes says, sorry for yesterday. As long as you behave, we're all good. You just got to behave. Try not to kind of go after anyone in the chat, if that's all right. But now it is going to be fired up to Levi Amoa. And also we have got there earlier on about the hot chocolate or the coffee. I mean, out of the two, I would probably drink a hot chocolate more than a coffee. I never actually had a coffee. The hot chocolate would be the way to go. But Christian Leleafano kicks that ball up high. Currently sitting just inside of the Moana Pasifika half. And Jake Gordon, once again, with a nice run. He has been very good for the Waratahs throughout the season. And I feel like he's one of the unsung heroes of the side. And also, IQ Lad says, Barry Green, welcome in, mate. Early start for yourself there in South Africa currently. I hope you are doing well. Good run from Jed Holloway. Also has been very impressive throughout the season. Now Gordon off to Edmund on the short side. Will Harris playing blindside flanker for this matchup. No Michael Hooper in the loose forward trap for this one. Come on, Moana. Let's be serious. And there as well. And the Chiefs have a home game tonight versus the Brumbies. They certainly do. And that's going to be the penalty to Moana Pasifika. Nicely done in the breakdown. Straight over it. Not releasing ball. So Abraham Pauly has been able to win that penalty. And Warren Viziathor is the man who was penalised. Or was it? No, Angus Bell, in fact, penalised. And also still very early in South Africa. And also a draw versus the Moana Pasifika game. Have to win remaining games if they want to make the quarters. While also hoping for favourable points differential. And there. So I think that big testing one is whoever wins the matchup up against, each other pretty much, I guess you could say. Whoever wins the match between Moana Pasifika and the Fiji and Rua, they pretty much cut out any chance for the other side to make it, which is a brutal one. It's almost going to be a playoff game between those two sides of who could still have half a little chance. And also we have got there, I'm in Hamilton getting ready for the match. Says that John. And also we have got the Amelia said hi, welcome in. And also who got the time out? I think David, I was about to say, last night on Discord, we have a long chat. There's Brandon there. Someone is dressed as a police officer, I should say. Currently, they will be enjoying the amount of points that Moana Pasifika have been able to put on the board nice and early on. And at this matchup, currently, it sits 17 points to 7. And it's a decent crowd there at Mount Smart Stadium, which is pretty awesome to see. But currently, the game will be taking place at 3:35 p.m. tomorrow. That is the last game of the weekend. And also, come on, Moana, let's be serious. Says Nikki, for my eye. Or for my. Is it the same as Naria for my eye's last name? Nikki, do let me know. And also we have got there, what is your Discord link, says John. I think, unfortunately, the Discord may not be somewhere where you get to be. Unfortunately, we will allow you in the chat for a start. And then if you build up some trust there, then you can come back to the Discord. And I got my greasy mitts on a formal outfit today. That's where my teachers need to tell us things sooner. Or I need to keep up with dates with schools and events. And also, Moana Pasifika is literally a preview of the Pacific Nations Cup with Samoa and Tonga ganging up on Fiji. Says Sammy Souza. When does that take place, actually, now I think about it? Is that a next year thing? Or is it this year, Sammy Souza? Do let me know, because I feel like if they show it in New Zealand, I really want to follow more of the Pacific Island rugby. And now it's going to be the backline movement. Similar to what we did with South Africa, how we started off doing the Rainbow Cup, then we went to the URC and also the Curry Cup. And now I'm even considering watching the kind of schoolboy side of things. That's going to be the penalty for the Waratahs now. And also we got that, oh boy, here's Katie Dixon there as well. Joining the ruck incorrectly. It will be the penalty to the Waratahs. Currently 10 points difference between the two sides. And also there, John, you could be a spy. And also we have got there, the clock has stopped at 28 minutes. Hopefully it has updated. There we go. Has updated itself now, but that one has gone into touch now. 50 meters out from the line, it will be the Waratahs. It was a big carry from Timothy Tavatavanawai. Ran straight at Charlie Gamble. He's not really an easy man to move, is he? Charlie Gamble, he's a solid unit. Currently now, it will be from the halfway line. And also, I'm still going to the Rebels games next week because I did make a promise to someone that I'll be a Rebels, every Rebels home game win or lose. I'm still salty about last night. Says Amelia, brilliant run from Isaiah Perezi. Back in his space. He's got plenty of it, but he's been isolated by Moana Pasifika, who are trying to stop him from getting that ball out. It's going to be a knock-on advantage against the Waratahs. And that was brilliantly done by Moana Pasifika. Also a brilliant run initially from the Waratahs. Isaiah Perezi. It was a brilliant run from him, just going straight through the gap. Him and Lalakai Faketi, we know that that's a good old combo. And the midfield, he was just back in his space. He was stepping off one foot, stepping off the other. And then he just ended up getting shut down by Levi Amoa, William Arveli, and Tima Whainanuku also getting on the ball there. And also we have got there, a PNC is happening this year in Australia. A is invited as the fourth team might happen somewhere in May, June, or July. Oh, so that's not too far away. So if it does end up getting announced as happening, Sammy Sosa, would you be able to possibly let me know? So it's the international teams, isn't it? And it's kind of like the build-up for their international season, I believe, because I'd love to be able to watch those games. And if they're on Sky, which I believe Sky has got quite a bit of the Pacific Island rugby, which is great to see your Moana keep doing these fancy moves or new fancy moves. And also I got a video about Sam at the old one. So there's a Brandon there. And also we have got there, I found a can of Dr. Pepper today at the shops. I swear it's the weirdest drink I've ever had. It's good, but it's also not, says Amelia. The thing is, George tried Dr. Pepper only a little while ago. That's going to be dropped on the ground from, I believe it was Isaiah Perezi there once again. As unfortunately put it down. But George tried a Dr. Pepper and he said the same thing. He was like, I thought it was supposed to be better than Coke, but it was just weird. Because there's what's in Dr. Pepper? I think is it ginger or what is it that they've got in it that makes it kind of unique? That one. But currently now we have got also there, Avish, can you please come to Brisbane to watch the Wallabies versus the English, please? And hey, Katie, you're up early. Says Aidan, wait. So the game between Wallabies and England, that's only a couple months away, isn't it? I'll probably have to plan a little bit earlier, I think. And also I only bought because I was really thirsty and it was the cheapest drink and I needed something fizzy. And Dr. Pepper is the best. Says John, and also we have got the quick view, Hamish. What is your favourite question from last night on the Discord? Says Brandon there. That's a penalty to the Waratahs. So I guess probably one to do with who's going to win the game. Maybe could be a good one. And also, it's got like cherry cola taste to it. And g'day, I like Dr. Pepper. How's everyone? Says stay with the mod. Doing very well, thank you, mate. And also, hello, David. Says Sebastian. And also, good day, all missed first half. How's is Moana looking? They're looking good. Started this match extremely well, getting themselves a 17-0 lead, although the momentum is starting to shift and the Waratahs are fighting their way back into the game just a little bit more. I was hey, David, and there I'm going to definitely go give a go beer in mind. I sculled the flippin' thing. Says Amelia there. What other drinks are weird? Oh, George in the SodaStream video that has not come out yet tried one that was called, what was it called? Weed. No. What was it called? It had a name that was literally referencing marijuana. Hemp. It was called Hemp was the drink. And it didn't actually have hemp in it. It had a big warning on the side saying, this does not contain what you think it does. It's just the branding. Now it is going to be going down. And then also we have got there, I like cream of soda there. And also we got there, brother. There's Katie Dixon, hi Sebastian, howdy Katie. And now only 5 meters out from the line. In fact, less than 5 it's going to be now. Angus Bell just sitting there. 8 get back is the call. Over he goes. And it's the try for the Waratahs. And it is another one. Would you like to join me, Mum? Just to sit next to me and have a chat. You know? No, I'm awake. It's a nice play there from the Waratahs, though. And they have been able to go in for the try. And it is very nicely done indeed. So currently back into this match just a little bit more. We go like this. Was it Angus Bell who scored it? I just realised I didn't actually pay attention to who actually scored the try. I think it was Angus Bell. No, it's Dave Parecki who was able to score that one. And very nicely there. And Dave Parecki at the moment, if your name has a P starting your last name, you're going pretty well. Dave Parecki has been able to score it. I just got to make sure I spell Parecki correctly. Parecki. It's Parecki rather than Parecki. There we go. We'll go like this. And in the 38th minute, the Waratahs back in this contest now. And it's getting a lot closer going into halftime. Hey, mama. And this is Obi. And also, it looks like we're going to have a replay of the Discord. But I missed the first time. And also, we have got the hi, David. I do not want to start. Well, okay, says John. Yeah, he's come back. He did apologize earlier on. He's trying to be a lot more calm for this live stream. So hopefully it is the case. And also, I love lemon flavored soft drink, especially when it's a hot day. And there's our old-fashioned lemonade by Schweppes. That's pretty decent, isn't it? I got a little yip from my mum next to me. We're currently 40 minutes through this one. I hope everyone is doing well. Well, I tell you about a gallon of cold brew coffee today. I had about a gallon of cold brew coffee today, and now I'm wired. And by the way, Hamish, prepare for some crazy figures later, as I'm half a bottle of Jim Beam down. Maybe you should have shut down your TAB account like I mentioned last week. Might not have been a bad idea. How's it going, man? No grudges here. Here's David the mod as well. But yeah, did you end up actually kind of suspending your TAB account for a week, Aiden, or a little while, or did you just keep on going for it? But currently now halftime in this matchup, and the score, it's getting quite close, isn't it? 17 points to 14 currently as we do some Moana Pasifika. They've still got the lead, but you'd have to say the 17-0 was looking a lot nicer for them, but never easy to play a Kiwi turf on that. I'll try that again. We have got never easy to play on Kiwi turf, even at the best of times for Aussie teams. And there says William there, and also we've got that. It's not too late. And there says Aiden, and also we have got that some caffeine injection matter because of the Cool Maths incident at my work. I've now been playing games on Cool Maths nonstop when I can find the time. Hello. I just turned around. My mum's just. I was just seeing on the school. Hello. Do you want to join me for halftime chat? I don't think the cat's going to allow it. The cat looks like he is well and truly at her feet. And also, once you're at the point of no return, bet it all. Says Obi, that is terrible betting advice. But, I guess it's one of those ones they always say, only bet it if you have it. If you can afford to lose it, that's the best way of looking at it. I was like, okay, well, I'm happy that you're having a lot of coffee instead of bourbon. And also we've got that pull up a seat on her. There's David the Mod. I think she is just quickly dealing with the cat because the cat has decided that he would quite like, I guess, quite a bit of attention. He's currently, it's been a while since we've seen him last. And also still waiting for the PNC schedule to be announced, Hamish, at least Fiji. We're hosting most of the games. So, yes, Sammy says, so yeah, as soon as they do, do let me know. And we will more than likely, hopefully, be able to get something going on their channel for those ones. But currently halftime, it's quite close. Pule and Amua were the two try scores for Moana Pasifika, and then Perezi and Parecki scoring the two tries for the Waratahs, and also not a bad half from Moana. It did start extremely well, and then that last kind of 20 or so minutes, it just slowly kept on having the momentum away. And also we have got there, Donna, damn, it's been months since we have seen her. And there it says, and it's been a little while. The cricket was probably the last time that we did have Mum on the channel, although saying that, it's almost June, which does mean the cricket between New Zealand and England is going to be coming up. Hello, fellow athletes, and Hamish. I think everyone is okay, says Joshua. The thing is, I'm not even offended because I agree. I tried walking the other day. I had to walk 1,000 steps or something. Oh, no, saying that, though, I was 26 hours deep of being awake, so it did feel like a marathon just walking up and down the hallway for 1,000 steps. But it was just weird. I think it was because I was so tired. I was pretty much walking like that, just trying to keep myself up. And I'm back, says Brady. Welcome back, mate. And Tesla says Obi there as well. In close games, says Amelia. Hopefully all the games today are very close. And we do get close games and also I guess no cards for the whole day. Let's see whether or not we can do it. And also we have also got there. It was a horrible decision, says Katie Dixon, for the coffee overload. So currently, what time are you sitting, Katie? Sorry, I have to ask that every time. No. Are you morning or night at the moment? You must be kind of late night almost. And good fight back from the Tahs, by the way. But Moana Pasifika shouldn't let this, or actually, sorry, you must be afternoon almost, or kind of early tea time-ish. And also good fight back from the Tahs, by the way. But Moana Pasifika shouldn't let this become a game of two halves where New South Wales goes full throttle in the second half. Says Sammy Soza, and also we've got that Chiefs vs Brumbies going to be a banger. It certainly is. And we are going to be live on the channel for that match. So be sure to subscribe, anyone who is new. And also be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel, which is our other channel that we have got. And I will quickly go like this and go like this. One moment. We are 2 away from the 850 over on that channel. So if you do want to help us out, it is hugely appreciated. And also we have got the AU side for the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. And also we have got there, better to be caffeine than bourbon. And there. And also Katie and Bears. And also we have got the what's been happening in Amelia at Amelia. How's things been going? And also, oh, don't worry, I have my school cross country soon. It's like 4Ks. Jeez, that's long, isn't it? And 2 laps, so it's like 2Ks per lap, and even then that sucks, says Amelia. I remember cross country from primary school, and there was one year I was just so unfit that I got almost a saving grace. And unfortunately, it came at the expense of someone else. Someone fell over and hurt themselves quite badly. And I know it sounds like I stopped because I was unfit, but I did stop because I was genuinely concerned. And I walked the rest of the way with them, which I guess was a saving one for my legs because they were about to give out anyway, but also because I wasn't just going to leave them while they face planted. Hello, Mum's there. One moment. We go like this. I'm going to take a side shuffle to the side. Oopsies, I just smashed something. It's quite a tight squeeze, isn't it? There we go.
You grab that.
Yeah. Thank you. And there we go. Hello.
Hi.
Would you like some headphones?
Okay.
Okay.
Where are they?
That's a great question. They might be out in the shed, but you could grab your big ones if you like. You can grab your big ones.
Those black ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And I'll plug them in. Well, this one moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are just setting up for the second half. I have got me mums there with me. And at this one, we will go like this. Right. I'm just looking
These
for...
ones.
Yeah, they're the ones. Well, that's a very zoom in on my face. I apologise for that, everyone. Look at those, eh?
Massive.
That's the thing. I got those for commentary. They didn't work, so I was like, you know what? Mumsy can have them. You're going to look like you're a DJ.
Maybe I need my beer to go with it.
Look at that, eh? She's a flash DJ. You can see who's got the budget. It's like, yeah. Currently, we are still at halftime, so it does work out quite nicely. Can you hear the game?
Yeah. I've got a... Does this work? It does.
Does it? Jeez, you're a bit fancy. I've got a cord, and it's tangled. And also, we have got there, Hamish, I don't want to kiss you, says Brandon. Cheers. And also, hey, Mum says Aiden, and also good evening, Donna. Says David the Mod. And also, we've got the hey, Mum says Obi, the Donna machine is here. Hey, Hamish's mum. Hey, Donna. Hey, Donna. Hey, Donna says Amelia, great to have your mum commentate with us.
And there. I can get a big head with these big headphones. Oh, man, so I can hardly hear you.
That's all right. Do you want to knock an ear off? Well, not literally, but there you go.
Like that?
Yeah. You want to hear a little bit more, won't
you?
Yeah. They're supposed to be noise cancelling.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking now.
And also, we got there, hi, Donna. And also, wait, Katie, since when have you understood cricket? She's has been practicing and also researching a lot in recent times.
Oh, you'll be all go for the 2020 World Cup then.
And England versus New Zealand, eh?
In June. Well, that's next month, isn't it?
Ben Stokes, the captain.
Yeah, the Kiwi.
And also, we're gonna your mum is finally making her debut on your channel. Hi, Amish's mum. Although cricket debut, she has made about 10.
Yeah.
But first rugby match almost, other than one of the ones in Australia.
I think I was, that was boring as hell.
Yeah, that was low scoring game.
Yeah. That's why I haven't been back for a while.
Yes,
No.
and also I'll be watching replays of the Ashes on YouTube and finally get it. And there says Katie Dixon
Good
there.
on you. It is a good game once you understand it.
Mm.
Though, let's face it, the test matches lately have been pretty boring.
Mm.
Sorry.
That's all right.
So probably just as well you watch the earlier games because, lately.
And also we have got Donna's been here many times before, though they were cricket streams.
Mm-hmm.
And there says Sebastian, I think with the new microphone, they will be able to hear you a little bit better.
Oh, so I can't mumble anymore.
Well, maybe.
If I mumble, they'll hear me.
Possibly, because it is more over there, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think I got away with a few swear words.
Mm.
Mm.
Do you like the new microphone?
It's very fancy, isn't it?
It's very shiny.
So has everyone seen a picture of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a secret.
Okay.
And also, I'm proud of you. That's incredible. And also, will you be watching England versus Black Cats with us, Katie? Says Sebastian there.
So I was going to say, they could get the wrong impression of what it looks like.
Cheeky. Also, my 2011 Rebels home kit, and I ordered a few months ago. Finally arrived in the mail today, or yesterday, says Amelia. And can't wait for the cricket series over here. It's going to be a good series.
Yeah, should be good.
I'm just looking at every time you turn your head, that massive, like look at that. It's just a massive
You've got
headphone,
big
isn't it?
ears. Well, the other one's out in the shed, isn't it?
And also, thank you, Hamish's mum, for raising a commentary legend.
Oh, no worries. He doesn't get it from me, so not sure where you get it from.
I just talk too much.
You never used to.
No.
Oh, you did. You always did at home, but when you're out, you're quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
dunno.
Teachers didn't believe you could actually talk.
No, I was very quiet, wasn't I?
I used to hide behind me.
I think that was when I was 18, of course.
Yeah. Luckily, you've grown out of that now.
Well, I got taller, didn't I? So it didn't work.
So you can't hide behind me now.
But what was I saying? I think George, Daniel, and Isaac made me slightly louder.
You reckon?
Yeah,
Not all three of them. I think it was just George.
probably just George. And also, D says a million up the WARATAHS, says Daniel. And also, we're going to please put your cricket gear back on. I don't think I will for this one, seeing as we are a rugby live stream, but maybe in the future we might have it.
We're still going to do that too, don't we?
We do. The sun is going down a lot earlier now.
It is, yeah. So you'll have to get up earlier.
Mm.
Do that.
And also, how much is your mum going for? Are you going for WARATAHS or Moana Pasifika?
Moana Pasifika.
Okay. And do you think they can win?
Oh, I'm hoping so. I'm quite surprised at the scoreline. Oh, it's the WARATAHS. WARATAHS quite shit this year, though.
We've worked out where I get it from.
What?
When I go there.
Me?
So when I miss up a sentence, I go there. And now we've just worked out where it's come from.
Oh, wow. You do take after me.
There you go. And yeah, thanks, Amish's mum. He is also Moana Pasifika supporter. So you have earned a spot in his good books.
Oh, wow.
At this stage, and also I swear in winter in Australia, the sun sets at bloody 3 p.m. And there says Amelia. And also we have got how fitting for Mother's Day tomorrow. Good on you, Hamish. Says Sammy Souza. Yeah, it's great timing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
So she will be joining me for the 5 a.m. game too. No? You sure?
We're going out for lunch tomorrow.
We are.
Yep.
Mother's Day lunch. I'm going to be about 26 hours deep of being awake, maybe with a little nap in between at the family gathering.
That's because I've put the pressure on you to go. You know.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I'll sit there like this.
We can sit you in the corner and wake you up occasionally.
Yeah.
Someone asks you a question. Irish.
Oh, no, sorry, the final 2 sessions. And then a beautiful moment with your mum, Irish. Says Justin and also a subdued. Surely Moana caught their second win. Says Justin, there's a good chance, but they are going to have to make sure that they do start the second half extremely well. Speaking of second half, it's about to get underway. Long halftime break.
It seems to get longer and longer with rugby, doesn't it?
More advertising, you see. That looks like, is that some smoke in the background? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, someone's a
lit
fire.
Bit cold there, is it?
Mm.
Where are
Mount Smart in Auckland.
Oh, okay.
The Waratahs have not won in New Zealand since 2015.
Oh, that's a bit of a Waratahs. How many games this year have they won, though? Not too many.
Oh, they're not terrible. They're about halfway up. They beat the Crusaders last week.
Ah, yeah.
Which is why winning this game is huge for them, because if they don't win this game, then I guess it kind of cancels the other one out, doesn't it? But it's still very impressive. I reckon the Moana Pasifika will be too good, and I hope so. There is so much rugby on, reclines in a pile of rugby. There's Katie Dixon there as well.
Oh, that's right. You love your rugby, don't you, Katie?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get you into the cricket more too, now that you understand it.
Are you going to be staying up all night with me for the cricket live streams in the future? England versus New Zealand.
Oh, if it's on a Thursday night, maybe.
Can I ring your boss and get you the week off?
You don't need to ring him. I'll just tell him. Oh, are you going to pay me? I get paid if I'm on holiday. Anyway.
I'll pay you. I mean, you'll get paid more than me, but I'll pay you. And also, they look to the sky in the morning, a rare event has taken place. And there says Obi. The sun? No? Rare event.
Where's Obi from?
Not sure. North. No, he might be Christchurch. No, Obi, where are you from? Do let me know.
I think we asked them another time, was it?
Maybe.
You've got that many of them now.
Yes.
It's hard to keep up. I know the regulars, sort of.
And also, are in the chat. And also, our major must be installing the Pacific or instilling the Pacific way with his men in the halftime discussion. I didn't even read what he had. I just kind of took the key words and changed it completely. I do apologize for that.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luckily, it almost made sense for the one that I said. Not one Waratahs fan in that crowd. Says like, yeah, there's not a lot by the looks of it.
Is this a double header?
It's a nope.
Oops, that's not good.
So we've got this game, then we're heading to FMG Stadium for Brumbies versus Chiefs.
That sounds like a swear word, FMG.
FMG. I guess so.
I always think it's a swear. Could be a swear word.
What would you think it would stand for?
If.
Now kicked off for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We are back underway for this matchup. Noa Kwanera Wasi is close to the wing, tackled by Tavatava Nawai.
What'd you say? Close to the what?
Close to the wing.
Oh.
It was a Moana all day, and last week there was Moana Pasifika fans, then there was Rebels fans, and yeah, I think so. Sebastian come on the Waratahs, says Rob there, and also we have that high Deza. I like the Tars, says David the Mod, although he does like the Chiefs a lot more, I would think. There you go, coming up against the Brumbies. Big matchup. I feel like that one's going to determine whether or not the Brumbies can hang with the Kiwi sides. Because they are winning a lot of their games recently. But the Chiefs, I think, have beaten all of their Australian counterparts that they have played off against. That's going to be knocked backwards for the Waratahs. It's going to be the advantage now in favour of the Waratahs. Backline movement, Newsom out to Isaiah Perezi. Little kick and chase. He has been great in this game. He didn't even see Dylan Peach. He doesn't need him. Now he finds him, Dylan Peach, and he scores the try.
Got a tackle.
Well, yeah, jinx them. No.
That's me. I'm gone.
Dylan Peach scores, though, within the minute.
Jeez, I jinxed another team I came on for too, didn't I?
And the thing is, it continues my P theory.
Why do you need to
pay? because once again, it's going to be another name starting with P scoring the try for the Waratahs. Perezi, Pereki, and Peach. There you go. 41 minutes through.
All easy names to say.
They are. Peach is a bit harder to spell, I've found. But other than that, I'm all good. It's when Noa Kwanera Wasi or Tavatava Nawai or Tima Fight and Noku scores that I'm normally a little bit shaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get me to say no.
He's chumming the waters, they do it, man. And also we have got hello David says this, and also ex-All Black Mike Delaney is a new Bay of Plenty coach. And then also, I'm sorry, John, but I have a personal hatred for multiple accounts, says Sebastian. And also we've got the West Pacifica teams. Their fans are bound to show up in the hundreds. Oh,
we'll check that one.
Do you want to explain what's happening for the TMO? You are now Richard.
What that? Sorry, that's going to call it Jack. Don't you just love this guy's voice? Aussie twang.
She said twang, not twat, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case it was questioned. So what are they checking for?
I don't know.
It is the foot and touch that they are checking for here. See whether or not Tamothi Tawatanawai was out. If he's in touch, it's going to be, he's in touch.
He was in touch.
So that means it's going to go right back.
Oh, it was not a try this season. Listen to those Aussie commentators. Don't you love them?
That is Carl Tanana, New Zealander.
Oh. I can't hear. But that's right. We're in Auckland, aren't we?
Yeah.
He just sounded a bit Aussie.
Tawamothi Tawatanawai just out. And now because of it, it does mean that it is going to be the Waratahs who have got themselves.
Turn that up.
I won't get offended.
Okay.
And also we have got the no try, and also we have got the, those are always fun. And here says Gary Dixon. Now Dave Pariki about to throw this one in.
I was looking at Katie's. What's chumming it? What is it?
He's chumming the waters.
What does that mean?
I think that means he's really he's 50-50ing it of whether or not he is going to be allowed. Pretty much there's someone who's had multiple accounts.
Oh, okay.
But they apologized, but now they've gone back to multiple accounts.
Okay.
So it's a tricky one. And cheers for this from the States. Moana Pasifika looking to go good so far. Says Patrick there. I'm having a shocker reading, aren't I?
Yeah.
I couldn't do maths yesterday.
Oh,
Although saying that,
you don't need maths, you just got put it on the computer or the calculator.
Rebels versus Blues was hard to do maths for because that game was just frantic. 99 points.
Yeah, that was impressive, eh? Because you were saying, first 14 points to the Rebels. I was thinking, oh, here goes, what's happening to the Blues? And then I saw the end score and I thought, okay. Blues came back. And
also, we've got there, let's go, Patrick Hughes, says Tesla. And that is a big word from David.
Schizophrenic.
Ah, there you go. I would not have said it like that.
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have said schizophrenic. Maybe if I'm lucky. That's a beautiful offload for Moana Pasifika as they currently hang on to this ball. Henry Timay Stowers. As they have that one 40 metres out from the line. I always end up calling him Henry because of teammate.
So where's he from?
He is from, going straight through. Oh no, I've forgotten now. He used to play for the Brumbies.
Stowers, is he Fijian or Samoan?
Samoan.
Because I always thought he was he a Stowers in Fiji in the sevens?
Think so.
Is that where I'm Henry Stowers?
Maybe it's a knock on Henry Stowers.
Yeah.
He is Henry Stowers.
That's Henry Stowers.
Yeah.
Is he a George Stowers?
Maybe.
No, I'm just making shit up.
Making stuff up.
Yeah. Sounds good though.
Yeah, he's Henry Stowers, but they call him Henry Timay Stowers now. So he was Henry Stowers when he played for the Brumbies, simplified.
Yeah.
And then now that he's playing for Moana Pasifika, it's Henry Timay Stowers.
Okay. Was he a Stowers that played in the sevens?
Maybe. And also, where's George Hamish? He is probably in a tractor currently, as he has been working very hard recently. You've hardly seen him, have you?
Yeah, there's a George Stowers.
Ah, she's right. There's a George Stowers. There you go. She knows his stuff, doesn't she?
No, just every now and again a name sort of comes up.
Also, thanks, Tesla. And there says Patrick. So now, Christian Liliafano, he receives a tea from a child. Oh, his son. Oh, okay. So he's going to get his tea from his boy because it's going to be his 1,000th point. Do not miss this kick, Christian Liliafano. Because if you miss this from 22 metres out, then he'll have to run the tee back out the next time. But to get his 1,000th point in the Super Rugby competition, Christian Liliafano.
No pressure at all.
No. Luckily, it's a slightly easier kick, though. Lining it up. Ooh, it was hooking around, but he's got it. And his teammates right with him there. Does give his dad, or it does actually get the tee, and now he will be running it back off the field. So now they do sit 20 points to 14, and George only shows up for Crusaders games in there. And also we've got there, Timay Stowers is an old Samoan number 8, or George Stowers is an old Samoan number 8.
Okay.
And then also we've got there, Sherwin Stowers was a 7th player for New Zealand.
Ah, that might be the
That
other
the
one
one?
too. But yeah, probably both of them.
And also we've got there, hello. And it out from you. I'm welcome, and mate. Hope you are doing well.
And who was the Samoan number 15? that he had a nickname, but he used to KO people when he tackled.
No, there's a few.
Yeah, but this is going back probably 10 years.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the guy with dreads.
And his brother played for the All Blacks.
Oh, gee, didn't I, Williams?
No.
Well, Harris currently sitting on the 22-metre line here for the Waratahs. It's a counter ruck from Moana Pasifika. It's working out not too badly for them now. It is a knock-on advantage. One moment, I'm popping off here. Get butter wall quickly.
Oh, geez, the handling's pretty good, isn't it?
And it is Timnenai Williams. And there it says Richard. His mum did play for All Blacks. Mum did play for the All Blacks. Paul Williams says down there.
No, he didn't have a standard name.
One moment, I'm going to quickly mute
Brian Lima.
Because
he was the winger, wasn't he?
My nose is attacking me. Sorry about that. There you go. We're back now. That was going to be too loud for the microphone, you see.
I can see him.
And go Pasifika.
I have a feeling he was the All Blacks winger, then came into the centres. He was the captain. Oh, it's not Tiddlywinks, ref, remember? And he was counties coach, and then he went to Auckland, but he's having this year off with Dregs.
Oh, Tana Umanga.
Umanga. It was his brother, Mike.
Mike Umanga.
Played for Samoa, and they called him he just, when he tackled, you knew about it, but he used to go a bit high at times.
And also, what was George's reaction after that Crusaders loss? That was actually one of the only games that he hadn't come round for, which is probably a good thing, because that would have been a very interesting one. And also, Mike Umanga, what a legend.
Yeah.
And there as well, says Richard.
Yeah, what was his nickname?
And Waratahs going to catch up, says Doom. I think they've got a very good chance. And I'm sure you have words, says Katie Dixon there. Currently now 49 minutes through this game currently, and Moana Pasifika, they've got themselves a 6-point lead. But the Waratahs, I would say they're probably about 15 minutes off getting the lead. That's a bold call, isn't it? But if the history does repeat itself with the first half, momentum.
Might have been Chainsaw. No.
Chainsaw?
Oh, he chopped him in half when he tackled.
I guess it's a good nickname.
Yeah, it was something like that anyway. Yeah.
Currently now on the halfway line will be the Waratahs, who have got themselves this line out throw. Dave Parecki about to throw it in.
I was going to say, how can that be straight when he's on their side? When he's throwing it in.
Charlie Campbell now goes off. Nice short pass from Lalakai Whaketi. The ball bounces out though, and Henry Stow is able to pick it up. Now Charlie Campbell trying to get straight in the breakdown. He's been very good, the number 7. And he played in New Zealand for schoolboy rugby, I think he was, Charlie Campbell. Now Nawa Kwanera Wasi getting close to that touchline.
How do you remember all these names?
Oh, that's tricky. You get, for the starting of my, Tima and Leicester fight in Nuku, I couldn't say their names, so I'd have to call them Leicester. I just call them Leicester. But now the names, there was one name for the Fijian Drua that destroyed me. And I can't even remember what it was now. But I'm going to have a quick look. Because his name was brutal. And I had to do about 3 minutes worth of takes trying to say one name. It was Tue Whangalele is the last name. And his first name, once I find it, Sorova Katene Tui Whangalele.
Has he got a nickname?
No.
What about that one?
Oh, Tia Ahiwaru Charika Davida. That's actually all right because he played for Tasman. Okay. So I've seen him a little bit more. Also, Mum, as she watched the Blues game last night, And what was her thought?
I didn't watch it. I saw the score though. I don't actually watch a lot of rugby at the moment.
Oh, yeah, she gets sick of me talking about it.
I can hear it, so I don't need to watch it.
Now it looks like Joe Apakatoa going on the field for Sikopi Kipu, and also Ray Nuia coming off the field, and that will be for Latiro Tole. You got those names on point. Says Justin there, and also looks like Waratahs are inconsistent. You can't beat the Crusaders one week and then trail after halftime and potentially losing against Pacifica the next week. Says Johan, yeah, it's going to be tough for them, Tony, but going off the field, and that is for Ben Donaldson.
There's not many people there, is there?
Not for this game, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Seeing as Moana Pasifika, like, I don't know whether it's maybe the price of the tickets or whether it is the factor of, like, everyone, I guess, might have headed south for the Brumbies versus Chiefs game.
Oh, okay.
That's a big game, Brumbies versus Chiefs.
Yeah, but it's Moana Pacific with the home game, you'd imagine being Auckland, so.
Although saying that, they did have the Blues versus Rebels game also in Auckland.
Oh, last night.
Yeah. So
okay,
maybe
so they picked. So what was the crowd like last night?
It's all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible, though. And they certainly got their money's worth.
Yeah. So sort of rugby's becoming, well, going to any live sport at the moment seems to be not happening.
And also here, the Highlanders in the top 8. Says Max, and also Rebels conceded 11 tries, mate. Interested to see how they'll come back for that, or come back from that next week against the Chiefs. And Tasman must be a really good feeder club. No wonder Chirika Davita was showing the shark fin sign on the Fiji Indoor lineup for tomorrow's game, says Sammy Souza. And yeah, that's the thing. The Tasman players, like even Moana Pasifika, you've got Levi Amua, you've got, who else? You got William Havili is in there. I think they've got a couple of their forwards are also from the Tasman side. Like the Marcos are currently, Latiro Tole, I think, might have just gotten himself a little bit rocked. Just that number 16, keep an eye on him. Now Jake Gordon going back across to Ben Donaldson. Lalakai Foketi off into the hands of Will Harris, the big man trying to go through a gap, unable to do so. Kiwi lads. It's the Kiwi lads Kiwi Adventure Kit back again. And they're welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing well. And Exasechi in there as well. Now it's going to be Archer Holes. Or in fact, that will actually be Ruan Smith. Did have that ball flick on the inside. The referee getting involved, and he did get tackled. Angus Gardner trying to go right on the short side, and that was a similar play to what we saw for Scott Gregory's try in the early stages. But that was a big shot on Ruan Smith, who's only just made his way out onto the field, but flicked on the inside. And when you've got Parisi there, you've really got to not be there. You know, anywhere Parisi is, that's where they're going. As he has been impressive in the last little while. Like they're saying, Angus Gardner, good defense from the referee. Second half possession, 63% in favour of the Waratahs. They are yet to get themselves a point on the board, though. The crowd, they are loving it at the moment for this matchup. Currently 54 minutes through. We've got 2 more games today of Super Rugby, ladies and gentlemen, and then the Champions Cup will be coming a little bit later on tonight, and that is going to be the matchup taking place between we're actually doing Munster versus Toulouse, and then also Leicester versus Leinster. Now, they've been able to, that's a yellow card. Unfortunately, Tima Whaina Nuku, the rule is if you lift him above the horizontal, you're going to the bin. And unfortunately, we did see it last night as well. And one of them was only just above the horizontal.
That was only just above too, but it was dumb.
And also, I forgot to ask, did anyone see the atrocious Gloucester versus Saracens game? And there, I did see the score just before, but I did not get to watch that game because they don't show Challenge Cup over here, which is bad. Yeah. Okay. So, picks them up. That's more above the horizontal than the one last night. So, that's going to be at least a yellow.
Oh, you're dumb.
At least a yellow. But the thing is, last night, the player strategically ducked his head to try and get it to be worse. That's probably going to be a red for Tima Whainanoku, and bad move Whainanoku there. And also, no, Tima is gone. Who's coming in for him? So here's Richard. Well, that will depend. Because currently, if he is going to be off, yellow card. with Tima Whainanoku, so no one there. I saw the results of Gloucester versus Saracen, kind of expected. And there says it was Sebastian and also, hey, Hamish, how are you doing today? I'm doing very well, thank you, mate. Currently now, Moana Pasifika, they're going to have one less man in the bin, or one less man on the field.
One less man in the bin.
Yes.
Sorry. That sounded funny.
Okay, just the yellow card. And that is going to be a yellow card to Tima Whainanoku. And also we have got there, Tima is a backs carrier. And the good old slice of cheese is out. And also Mike Umanga, the brother of Tana. So here's Nikki there. And also we got there, hi from our Hills, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Currently 54 minutes through this one. And Ben Donaldson, he will be kicking this one for the touchline for the Waratahs. Jeez, that's close to the touchline. And also we got there, it's a yellow cheese again. Yellow cheese is the yellow card.
Okay. And
then a red card, we don't really call it, but it could be a baby bell. You know, those ones that are like the little tiny wheels of cheese that are red. Yeah. And also, big money on the Waratahs, says Jim. So big money, okay. Is it just for them to win, or is it for them to kind of roughly get like a certain lead? Do let me know. Come on, Moana says RP, it's a backline movement. Nawakwana going down the wing. William Arvili unable to stop him. And that is going to be the try. And now we're going to ride out Nawakwana. Oh, no. Nawa.
Nawaqanita.
That look all right?
Yeah.
That'll do. Nawakwana does end up scoring the try. And it is going to be now Moana Pasifika going back, and good luck, Jim. And then just to win, says Jim. So you will be liking that try very much that we have just seen. And also, Tima, you muppet, that's going to cost Moana 2 tries. And that is the first of 2. And you say, oh no, to me. And then says Jim, no, not to oh no to you. Oh no, to having to write out the Nawakwana name. Because that's hard to spell. And also, we have got
Where's
there.
that from?
Who? Nawakwana.
Yeah.
I say his name different every time.
Is he Australian?
I think so. It's a hard one, though, isn't it?
European heritage.
And also, just come back to buy Moana with the disciplinary issues. And also, I know it says Sebastian, and go Moana Pasifika. There's Andrew, Ben Donaldson, striking it. It goes just out to the side. Almost double cleaned up 2 children there. One of them wasn't watching and it bounced past, and then the other one got it in the face almost. You got to put up your hands for the ball. You got to catch it, don't you?
You do.
It's like the perfect setup.
Yeah, if you're standing behind the goalpost.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're in the cricket crowd.
Yep.
The ones how they go, mine, and then they go, no, actually, I might not catch that.
Poor bastard down.
And Noah Konitawasi. And there as well says Manati, and also we've got the disciplined lads, come on. Yeah. And there says, currently now only 1 point difference between the two sides. So it's lucky that kick did not go over. And I was like, hello, Ali. Says Sebastian there, but Christian Liliafano now, he needs to use this experience that his side has got.
Isn't that what they're doing?
They are. I think they're listening to my commentary.
Yeah, I think they've got their headphones on listening to you as well.
Hello, Carl.
How's it going?
It's Carl Tanana, of course. And also Nawa Kanitawasi. I just say out with the pronunciation. I think my problem is I say it way too fast.
Oh, you say
so like
too fast.
I could say like a whole heap of random syllables that all get joined up. But then when I slow it down, it seems to be a little bit smoother. They want really more flash moves, please, Moana. And also we have got a renewed membership from Ellie, the IDC. It's popped up there, but at the moment, 20 points to 19. Thank you very much, Ellie. You have now got access to the Kieran emoji. You like the Kieran emoji?
Everyone likes the Kieran emoji.
Kieran emoji is a special one, isn't it? And so anyone's game now says, no, Mum, it is indeed. And as I did the mod, how's it? There's Ellie there as well. It's going to be taken very nicely by Ben Donaldson, now 22 metres out from the line. And it does go just into touch for Tamoti Tavatava.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Just say the left wing.
Tasman winger.
Tasman winger.
There you go. He's another player. How did I forget him? I always mention him. And that time I forgot him, which I feel really bad about. It's the Moti Tavatava. Not only is it a fun name to say, Dad is home. If you're wondering what the noise is.
Yeah. I can sort of hear something. You might get a beer out of the fridge. Now,
I can find it also. Enjoy your commentary, Irish. Awesome. There's William there. Do appreciate you, mate. And we have got 2 more Super Rugby live streams later on tonight. The Chiefs taking on the Brumbies, which should be a very awesome matchup. And also, my son and I saw a sign that said women's gym. So only one woman at a time can use it. It belongs to one woman. And there you go. You got a gym? Would you ever use a gym?
No, probably not.
No?
No, my limbs aren't.
What they used to be.
No, they never were. Loose joints and that, so it'd be no good.
Oh, Isaiah Parisi slipping and then gets back to his feet. I always find it so impressive when players do that. Like, that's not an easy thing to do.
What, slipping? Slip
and get back up in the same motion. And also we have got there Malta. And then also Freddie turns 78, famous Maltese singer. There's Xavier. Also we have got there. I made a huge mistake and drank a bunch of coffee earlier. Now I'm buzzing. Says Katie there, and come on, Pacifica, says Richard. And currently the Pacifica crowd, they are certainly in attendance currently. And hopefully this game's going down to the wire. Currently 21 minutes left between the two sides. William Marvelli, it's a good kick downfield. He's been very good with his kicks today. And it's already dark. So I was mentioning about the sun earlier on. It didn't last long for the teams. Now, Latiro Tole about to throw this ball in his first line out of the day. Must be close to it, even though he's been out on the field for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, they haven't had a line out for a while.
Alex McRobbie takes it at the front. Goes back to Eddie Tata Inori now first receiver. It is going to be Joe Apakatoa, ex-player who did get a couple games for the Chiefs last season. Now Eddie Tata Inori with the wide cutout pass. I think Latiro Tole is not happy with the positioning of Angus Gardner here, because that was another one that Eddie Tata Inori did kind of faint because he was going to pass it straight to the ref, and then he did the wide cutout pass and missed the opportunity a little bit there.
Well, I can tell him to get out of the way, can't he? So
surely.
Oh,
I'm assuming attendance for this game is close to the Suva atmosphere last week. No, believe it or not, there's actually hardly anyone there compared to like Suva was packed to the rafters for that one. You used to watch that show, didn't you? Now Noah, yeah, nice plug out the back
and back to the rafters. That's forward, surely.
Sorry. Now it's going to be you, Sinclair, getting driven backwards, finds the offload after Ben Donaldson. Now backline movement. It's a huge overlap. Isaiah Parisi gets a little bit greedy though, but he's lured in the rest of the defenders. Dylan Beach scores. And Sebastian is a genius.
Why?
Because he said that there would be 2 tries during the yellow card.
Well, there was yesterday too, wasn't there?
Yeah, unfortunately, yellow cards are just brutal, aren't they?
Highlanders, didn't they score 12 points against the Highlanders when they had 2 yellow cards?
But
they won. Highlanders won.
They did.
Who did they beat?
Reds.
The Reds. Wow.
61 minutes through.
Rub that one in.
And Dylan Beach scores the try. And also, they know a lot of Moana Pasifika were doing so well what happened, and isn't it Eri Tata Inori from Crusaders? He is, although now they have signed Teitaro Tahuriarangi as the other halfback. Triple T is what he's nicknamed. It's a bit easier.
I wonder why.
Oh, they're checking for foul play. No, they were checking for the forward pass. It went backwards, that one that you were yelling about.
Rubbish. Have another look.
And now it is going to be the conversion attempt for this one. And also we have got there... I thought he was let go from the Crusaders. So, yeah, now he is. Okay, they're checking this one from. No. I see this one here. I mean, it's drifted forward, but they are saying it went backwards out of the hands.
Yeah.
The motion.
Anything goes backwards out of the hands.
That's going to be going now to make the score 26.
Robbed.
To 20. Commentators are saying the ball traveled forward there. Yeah, the law is that it come backwards out of the hand because it's allowed to travel forward with momentum.
No.
Okay. So because the law says it has to go backwards out of the hands, it can then float forward. I don't know, you'd be a great TMO.
Impartial as.
And Auckland vs Crusaders final would be epic. It certainly would be.
Well, this is it. Ronnie Clark. There's Michael Jones and BJ Williams.
There you go, eh?
I can't quite see the one beside.
No, he's hiding his face a little bit, wasn't he?
He was.
Apparently
Some
now.
legends of rugby there, Hamish.
No, Kwaneta Wasi. Let's go down just outside of the 22 now. Jake Gordon passes back to the short side. To the hands of Big Warren Viziathor. A wild forward pass. And there says Tesla.
Yeah.
Currently the try did stand. So 2 tries in that yellow card time. Sebastian, I feel like he will be doing a little happy dance at the moment. You know? Nailed it.
No.
Yeah. Tima Whainānuku warming up the arms. Get back out onto the field and also we'll get that germ pressure off. And there says Obi. That's true. Still, although 6 points, not a huge difference, but it looks like Danny Tawala making his way. In fact, that's Finianisi who is going out there. That will be for Levi Moa. No happy dancing here. I want Moana to win.
Yeah.
Says Sebastian there.
Let's go.
Let's go Moana. Doesn't quite work, does it?
No.
Let's go Pasifika. Moa. You need one with like the right amount of syllables, don't you?
Yeah, and you probably get a bit told off for getting carried away.
In fact, now that I think about it, none of the New Zealand sides link up with 2 syllables.
No.
Crusaders, Highlanders, Hurricanes, Blues, Chiefs. Like, see, Brumbies. Let's go Brumbies. That works so perfectly, doesn't it?
But you don't want to be seeing that one.
No. Well, you might be later on, depending on how they go.
No.
Moana going to win, no worries, says Aman there. WARATAHS, that doesn't work. Reds, Red Bulls. Let's go Red Bulls. They've thought that through before naming the sides. Let's go the Western Force. Doesn't quite work.
Yeah, you'd be asleep by then.
Henry now pass it back to teammate Stowers. They have still got this ball, Moana Pasifika, and they need to get back into this one with another try. And also, we're going to be trailing by only 6. Go Moana. She's onto it.
Jeez, we didn't work that one out very well, did you?
No. Tava nawai. Let's go Tamoti Tava nawai.
Get out of my way.
That's a nice run up to the 22-metre line now. And trailing by 6 still heaps of times, exactly right. All they need is a try back now because they are back to 15, which will be a good advantage for them. Jack Lamb first touch in quite a while. I think he's been injured. Latero Tale off now to Finianisi. Oh, almost gave the camera a full moon. Kiriwani did that last night. Now Latero Tale getting closer. This is working well for Moana Pasifika up to 12 phases now. Go Pacific Ocean. And this is Ovi. Now go back. Now still hanging on to it. 14 phases in now. Can they get over this play, you think? Yep. You have a prediction of who it's going to be, who scores it?
No, because I don't know half their names.
Tamoti Tava Nawai. NRA goes back to teammate Stowers. Got an attack and run from Solomoni Funaki. I believe it was taken down now. Eritara Inari off the Letiro Tolai. William Avili. Wakara pass. It's Tima Whainānuku. Oh, no. His elbow was on the line. He's celebrating. He put his elbow down before putting the ball down. Wait, who's in for Whainānuku? Whainānuku isn't he almost just scored, but he did put his arm in touch. Imagine Hamish in the stands trying to start a chant and people wondering, does he need help? Yeah. Right. He messed up there.
He did.
His elbow went down.
He probably did well to get us where he did, but he just messed the rest up.
And Moana, use your power, says Laufili, and also Moana Pasifika. And also Hamish and the Broccoli Guy need to collab. It's MLR time. So Tima Whainānuku, like they're saying, watch the elbow. It's on the line. It's out. And the most wholesome guys in rugby. And there says it was Katie Dixon. And also, wait, I thought he got a yellow card. He did. 10 minutes has passed. He's back out there now. Touch and goal. So it's going to be a no try. And Moana, we need to score, says Nikki. They do indeed. Or Nikki. Nikki? Nikki.
Nikki.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think it was?
Nikki. No?
No, it's just Nikki.
Okay.
They spell it all different ways. Some have a CKY, CKI,
Mm.
or just KI.
There you go.
Then they're going to come back and say.
And also they try Sol in there, or Sole. And also we have got their teammate, you Muppets. This is the question. Yeah, once again, unfortunately, he hasn't had the best little run here, Tima Whaianoku, the last little while. And also we have got who was in for him, though. No one. Yellow card, they didn't bring anyone out for it. And also we have got their bro time. It's because bro Tima in there. And also we have got there, I know for sure, who's not getting man of the match. This is and also almost had a Moana, and now it's going to be a knock-on against Moana Pasifika, and the Waratahs will have themselves the scrum feed. Teammate Stowers. Look at him. You wouldn't want to try and tackle him, would you?
No, you'd take a step back, wouldn't you? Oh, that was...
Charlie Gamble tried to take out the knee.
That was a bit of a shoulder.
He's a big boy, Charlie Gamble. Would you like a beanie?
A beanie?
Yeah.
Why? Just, yeah.
If you like.
I don't need a beanie.
I don't know where the hats have gone, but I've only got this one for Hufflepuff.
No, good.
Does it blend in? A little bit. Slightly goes see-through. But yeah, I don't know where I put my caps. They're all gone. I think they're behind me.
They're behind.
Yeah. And also I've got there. Now a caramel brown. And there's semi, so I don't even know if I could read that one now that I think about it. No. Which of course we are talking about stuff. Do you like Jersey caramels?
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're the little.
They're not my favourite, but I'll still eat them.
I ate a lot of them while I was working at the supermarket.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? You used to bring home bags of lollies.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I pay for them. I should clarify.
Yeah, you didn't nick them.
I didn't do a George. Steal a bag. No, they already know about that story. Yep. Poor George, eh? Now currently 26-20, and also we have got there in winter, says Ovi. And also we have got there Tangata Pacifica. Come on, need those fun tries. And there says Mark Roberts. Oh, he's got quite an Australian accent, doesn't he? Doing really well. Paulie Tamapaya, I think it was, or Tamapau, something.
I'm only sort of half listening. Sorry.
It's going down on the front row. Okay, Tom Horton is out there now, and that is for Dave Pareki. And come on, team, a play for Tonga. And then you guys not playing the second half. Let's go, says Nicky there. And yeah, they need something, Moana Pasifika. They got that early try, but then that disciplinary side of things did let them down. And then Tima Whaianoku, it was almost a little bit of redemption. Geez, that guy looked like Brad Fawn. The one about third over. Aaron Major, you know him, don't you?
I know of him, yeah. Don't know him personally, but...
Oh, yeah?
No.
You ever met him?
No.
You ever met Justin Marshall?
No.
Now it's going to be a big push. It's a penalty to the Waratahs, and Charlie Gamble was fired up currently.
Not sure what I'd say to him.
That's the thing. Charlie Gamble, when he rocks up to training, he doesn't care. You know, he'll wear like a leather jacket, some random coloured like clothing. Like he's just pretty much his own guy. Have you seen his mustache? It's a big one. It's a big old mustache, yeah. They'll probably show a replay of him excited there. And also for Joe Lollies. And there's Obi. Where is he? Charlie Gamble. Look on that far side. That man when he pops up. You watch his mustache. There he is.
Oh, he wants to be moved, does he?
Yeah, he's got a big one, doesn't he? Mustache, that is. Now, Tom Horton.
Yeah, because everyone was thinking otherwise.
Sometimes I do have to clarify, or else I get the message like 5 seconds later.
Oh, okay.
And also we have got there a thumbs up from Katie Dixon for about his big... No, that was already going through. And also hit the like button and subscribe, people. Check out the Kiwi Lads Sport channel in the pinned comment for the previews of the upcoming games. 10 out of 10. And there is Sebastian. Well, they want it. I can put a link to that channel. Boom, far. There we go. That is the link. The Kiwi Lads Sport. Be sure to check it out. I might have my mum on there. We were going to do a preview, weren't we? But then the microphone, that was for the Kiwi Lads Sport. But then the microphone didn't work. So I didn't get to do it, sadly.
Oh, well. Next time.
Yeah. Apparently, Jake Gordon, he's had a very good season so far. Now, Latiro Tole getting ready to throw this one in for Moana Pasifika, and George needs a mo. And there says Obi, I think he tries to grow one occasionally. It's quite a blonde that comes through as the mustache.
Yeah, he's quite fair, isn't he?
Now, Tema Whaina Nuku down the wing, trying to keep himself in the field of play. 22 metres out, he's dropped the ball again. Right, if he's not subbed off at this next play, I would be quite surprised. That's going close to a 50-22. Brilliant kick. Great kick. And now, because of it, they are going to be 25 metres out from their own line rather than 25 metres out from the Waratahs line. Tema Whaina, it was a good run initially, but as soon as he went to ground, it just slips out of his forearm. And bro, Tema, I swear, and I have never seen George with facial hair. He's had some of it, but yeah, it just doesn't come through on the camera. I've noticed, when you look closely, he's got a couple little blonde, kind of mo parts there. But other than that, you can't really see too much. And we have got there, you should be proud of your son, Hamish, as a good lad / Kiwi lad. And there says Justin there.
Popular, yeah.
No comment.
Oh, you're making me go red.
Oh, so Tema, man, I used to be really good, but drum the ball is not you. And there says Richard. And that's the thing. How many mistakes does he have to make before he is taken off? At this stage, I believe they've still got Lincoln McClutchy as an option. I would have a reshuffle, put Levi and Moa out on the wing, Lincoln McClutchy in the centres.
Well, I was going to say, who's on their bench that they're too worried about putting on?
And also, we have got the Kiwi Lads beard growing series in there. I had a shave recently.
Yeah.
And I.
You did.
And it hasn't.
Nobody noticed.
No, it hasn't really grown back at this stage. It looks better in real life than it does on camera, I'll mention.
Yeah, true.
Doesn't it? Camera makes it look very bad.
Patchy.
And then in real life, it's slightly patchy, but less patchy than on the camera backline. Tema Whaina Nuku. Pass the ball straight into the hands of Hugh Sinclair.
Geez. Can he not do anything right?
At this stage, not really. And also, Katie, we call it Movember. And we need some Kiwi Lad merch, Hamish. And there says we've been looking at options. I still need to, I think I need to get a graphic designer because I have a shirt in mind, but it's going to take a lot of designing because it's got a certain, slightly emojified version of me and George involving a saying that we've said in the past. Not keeping it very, I guess, specific, is it? Would you let George give you a shave, old style, with that sharp ass blade? No, I don't think so. I mean, the thing is, though, I feel like he would do a decent job if it was life or death. But for a start, he'd have to cut me first to then know, okay, right, I might have to take this a bit more seriously, or else he'd be like, ooh, wouldn't he? And yeah. And also, I wouldn't let George mow my lawns. Why not? He's contracted to a silage company. So, he's very good at mowing. He'd bring the big mowers.
Big machinery, though.
Yeah, but he also whips around on a ride-on. He's a skilled operator. I feel like if you were to let George do anything in terms of maintenance, mowing the lawn would be the best one to do. And Bro Tema says Richard there, and Tar's not consistent. Who said that? And there says Oscar. Was a little bit earlier on, wasn't it? That one, but now Moana Pasifika kicking it for the corner. And now 5 meters out, it's going to be another line out. There's a lot of hip thrusting going on today at the crowd. All from young children.
Yeah, it's a bit of a worry.
It is a bit.
Do they realise what that means?
Probably, yeah, they would, wouldn't they?
Wow.
Kids nowadays.
Oh, okay. Now I know where they get it from, the adults.
Now, it is going to be there. And also, we have got there. Come on, Moana Pasifika says, no, Mum, this will be another opportunity for Moana Pasifika 5 meters out. Well, is there any other right wingers? I mean, they could have a reshuffle at number 12. Who have they got? They've got Levi and Moore in the midfield alongside. I'm trying to think of who it is at number 12, but I can't think of him just off the top of my head. But now it's a rolling Moore here for Moana Pasifika. It has been stripped, or has been sacked, I should say, down. And now going back across 5 meters out from line. Moana Pasifika trying to get a little bit closer to the try line and also towards the post. Still 4 minutes left in this game. Head down for Solomoni Funaki, just short of line. And they will have to try and stop them here. The Waratahs, Eritana Henry looking closely. Henry, teammate Stowers goes down short. Henry now backline movement. Lincoln McClutchy, he is on the field. He spins 1 meter short. William Harvey around the side decided to get greedy. Thought he saw a gap. It was not there though. And like they're saying, this could be the chance to win the game. It pops out the side. It's bounced out the back. He is offside. But he did leave it alone in the end. Rubbish. So it is still on the side of Moana Pasifika. Just for now. Offside. That is going to be at least 3 points for them. But they've got another attacking opportunity. And now you have to say it, Katie. I want to make a lawn mowing innuendo. But I don't want Donna to think less of me. Says Katie Dixon.
Go for it.
And I was like, so bad, says Katie Dixon. And I was like, no, I really can't. And then, yes, come on, Moana. And I was like, Discord, says Sebastian. I feel like that's the thing. Anytime someone thinks something's too bad, we just go to Discord. Yeah. That way it's slightly more private. And I heard George sayings, they were very colourful. Yeah. Yep. And Henry Tofu at number 12. Okay, so I would like to see a reshuffle with Timawhai and Nanuku off the field. No, that would be even worse. Yeah, because that would be out of context, wouldn't it? So it'd just be randomly. Right, what do they do, Moana Pasifika here?
Scrum.
You going for the scrum? They've tapped it and gone. Now referee once again has to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Almost got cleaned up. Eritana Henry now going back into the hands of Joe Apakatoa. This is an opportunity he wasn't ready for. He only just got back to his feet. I don't know why they were giving it off to him. Now Will Harris kicks it straight into touch, and they'll be going back for the scrum. Go Moana and the lawnmower 2.9 ball trimmer. Bzz. How's that? Yeah, and also no ref for my eye. I should play all round. Says it was a Richard there, and also we have got their brothers. That's game, I reckon. Yeah, only 3 minutes left. Although you would think Waratahs, they win the scrum, they kick it into touch. One last attacking opportunity for Moana Pasifika. You think?
Possibly.
And like they're saying, Henry Stowers, Narev for Mo'ai. No, it wasn't. Sorry, Latiro Tole. The thing is, he went like this, right? Yep. He went mine, and then he went never mind, and then he went, what are you doing, Henry?
Yeah.
So I feel like he blamed the wrong guy.
Yeah, he did.
That one, Latiro Tole, and also try coming up. Surely Moana can pull it off. And there, says he said also we have got there. That's much better than the joke I was going to make.
0.71 on your timer.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
It's a bit behind. There we
That's
go.
better.
Is it though?
No.
78 minutes through. The Waratahs 5 meters out from their line. Time in opposition 22. We've actually had more than 10 minutes in opposition 22s throughout this match. That's actually quite a lot. 142 tackles made by the Waratahs. 19 missed.
What?
You tired?
Nah. That's what happens when you do nothing and watch bloody Netflix and shit all day.
I slept, didn't I?
You did.
Like a baby. And I was over there, blame Pat Cummins. Sebastian there, that's a massive push. Spun round, it's gone down, scrum reset.
Oh.
And also we have got Solo or Viz, and also we have got, that was from Oscar, and also we have got there go Moana plays, and also need some manscaping. Says, let's got the Amelia Seco Moana. And yeah, and I was like, come on, Moana.
You're right there.
Well, that one, yeah, I'm all right. 98 likes or 98 watching, 34 likes. Smash that like button. Y'all smash it with your Hulk hands. Says Katie Dixon. But anyone who is new to the channel, also be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel, which is that pinned comment now. And also that link that I've just put in the chat is hugely appreciated. All the support over on that one. And it does help pay for the hole that I just put in the wall. I didn't literally. And also, look at that, lol. So many Moana fans just got wrecked. And there says Jum has got money on the Waratahs to win. So at this stage,
looking all right.
It is. You can tell who she was going for at the start. That was an explosive one, says Sebastian. That's a penalty to the Waratahs. So that will be the wreckage, I would think.
They'll just tap this up, won't they?
I think that more than likely they'll kick it into touch and then they'll have one last line out. Xavier's got the laughing faces. So go for the try line. Says it Mark as well. Like they're saying, the last time the Waratahs were able to win on New Zealand soil, it was 2015. Ben Donaldson, they were deciding while his pants, and Angus Gardner's just got a red head. Did you see that? So I pressed the wrong button on like the like logo,
Oh.
and he became red. But now 30 seconds left, and Waratahs just has more gas than Moana. Says Jim. They had looked better in the second half, and it was that yellow card.
Yep.
That massive turning point. Unfortunately, he did end up having 2 tries, got much, and also how much you win. And there says Obi, or how much you win, I think that is. Also, on the home team hype first half. And yeah, but now it is going to be the rolling mill here for the Waratahs. Few seconds left. This is going to become a rolling mill. This is actually not what Moana Pasifika want. Now, it's going back to Jake Gordon. Lalakai Foketi takes the carry. Moana, you've got to... Okay, they didn't commit anyone there. It kicked in the touch. I think they were happy enough with the losing bonus point. And that will be the end of the game. $2,000, says Jim there. And that will be 26 points to 20 at the full-time. Well, am I stoned? Or what? The ref's head turned red. And what the ref's head turned red? No, it didn't. It did for half a second there. One more. I'll go back to show me Mums there.
Just before that. Oh, yeah.
There he is. Old red-head Angus Gardner. It actually kind of does, doesn't it? He's just very red. Ben Donaldson's shorts change colour as well. And Aussie, you don't deserve to be on the Super Rugby Pacific. There says Richard. I mean, they worked hard. It just didn't quite work out for them. And that one, and also we've got the great call mustache, says David the Bold, and also losing bonus point for Moana, still decent against the side that beat the Crusaders, says Sebastian, exactly right. But nonetheless, our next live stream that we are doing will be starting at 7 p.m. So be sure to check that out as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel here. And I will see you all in a very short moment. Thank you for coming.
No worries.
I will see you all for the next one.